Congratulations on a great, great win. You have made history today. Describe your feelings. I can see you tearing up.
Yeah, it's a history. I told the boys before the game, guys, this is the biggest stage you could play in your life. So just enjoy it. Don't let the pressure get into you and not enjoy the moment. I'm glad that we managed to win the game. Bad luck for them. They lost a penalty, but yeah.
History has officially been made at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, and what we just witnessed may go down as one of the most emotional and dramatic knockout matches in recent memory. Egypt have advanced to the round of 16 for the first time since 1934, securing their first ever World Cup knockout stage victory after a breathtaking battle that had everything: goals, controversy, penalties, heartbreak, and unforgettable emotion. Immediately after the final whistle, emotions completely took over. One of Egypt's key figures could barely hold back the tears while reflecting on what this historic victory meant. He revealed that before the match, he told his players something very simple but incredibly powerful. "This is the biggest stage you may ever play on in your life. Enjoy it. Don't let the pressure stop you from enjoying the moment." And that mentality appeared to define Egypt's performance throughout the match. While acknowledging the heartbreak of their opponents, especially after the decisive missed penalty, he made one thing clear: Egypt had achieved history. But perhaps the most unforgettable moment of the night came during the penalty shootout itself. Under the most intense pressure imaginable, he stepped forward and executed a stunning Panenka penalty. When asked afterward what he was thinking, he admitted that the decision was made almost at the last second. He explained that he wanted to give confidence to his teammates and felt that, regardless of whether this would be his final World Cup or not, he had to take responsibility in that moment. Now, football fans around the world are beginning to dream about a potential showdown that could become one of the biggest stories of this tournament: Mohamed Salah versus Lionel Messi. However, Egypt's camp remained respectful and focused, insisting that they first have to respect whoever comes next before looking ahead. Meanwhile, the reaction inside the Fox Sports studio perfectly captured the emotions surrounding this extraordinary match. The panel praised Egypt's composure during the penalty shootout, especially considering that all four Egyptian players converted their penalties under immense pressure. But the biggest talking point of the night quickly became Australia's tactical decisions. Landon Donovan openly questioned the decision to substitute the goalkeeper before the penalty shootout and criticized the choice of penalty takers. According to Donovan, the coaching staff made a massive gamble, and unfortunately for Australia, that gamble simply did not pay off. Clarence Seedorf also weighed in, acknowledging that penalties can often become a lottery. However, he emphasized that Egypt deserved enormous credit because they were the team that pushed harder, created more opportunities, and showed greater determination throughout the match. Another incredible storyline was Mohamed Salah himself. Returning from injury, Salah played the full 120 minutes and then stepped up to calmly convert his penalty with remarkable confidence. It was a captain's performance on the biggest stage. As for Australia, their World Cup journey comes to a heartbreaking end. Their bold tactical decisions will undoubtedly be debated for years to come. But tonight belongs to Egypt. After nearly a century of waiting, they have finally secured their first World Cup knockout victory. They made history. They survived the pressure. And now, with the possibility of facing Argentina in the next round, the entire football world waits to see whether this incredible story is only just beginning. The drama of the 2026 FIFA World Cup continues to deliver unforgettable moments, but sometimes the biggest stories aren't just about the winners. They're about the courage it takes to step forward when everything is on the line. One of those moments belonged to 18-year-old Lucas Harrington. For those who follow Major League Soccer, Harrington is a rising talent with the Colorado Rapids. In the biggest moment of his young career, he stepped up to take a penalty under enormous pressure. Unfortunately, he missed. But despite the heartbreak, the reaction from football legends and analysts around the world was not criticism. It was respect. The panel immediately expressed sympathy for the teenager, emphasizing that it takes extraordinary courage for an 18-year-old player to volunteer for such responsibility on the biggest stage in world football. One analyst admitted that while he felt terrible for Harrington, he also questioned the decision to allow a player so young to carry that burden in such a crucial moment. However, the overwhelming message was clear: keep your head up. As Zlatan Ibrahimovic passionately explained, Penalties are often a lottery. One moment you're a hero, the next you're unfairly judged. But stepping forward when others might hesitate shows true character. He had a personal message for the young player. You're only 18 years old. This is just the beginning of your career. You showed courage. Not everybody would do that. You're the best. Don't listen to the rest. The support didn't stop there. The panel jokingly offered to personally help Harrington recover from the disappointment, showing the human side of football that fans don't always get to see. But while one story ended in heartbreak, another story of resilience and leadership unfolded on the other side of the bracket. Portugal secured a dramatic 2-1 victory to advance, but the biggest talking point wasn't the winning goal. Instead, it was Cristiano Ronaldo's reaction after being substituted late in the match. Back in December, there had been serious questions about whether Ronaldo would accept a reduced role if Portugal needed tactical adjustments during the tournament. Those questions were answered emphatically. With the score tied and Portugal under immense pressure from Croatia, manager Roberto Martinez made the bold decision to substitute Ronaldo with around 10 minutes remaining. Cameras immediately focused on the Portuguese captain, expecting frustration or disappointment. Instead, what happened earned widespread praise. Thierry Henry admitted that he had questioned whether Ronaldo could accept such a decision during a World Cup. But seeing Ronaldo support his teammates from the sidelines completely changed his perspective. "This is exactly what we want to see," Henry explained. "The team has to win, not Ronaldo. The team has to score, not Ronaldo." For Henry, Ronaldo's reaction demonstrated the mentality required to win a World Cup. Sometimes the hero isn't the player who scores the winning goal. Sometimes it's the player who sacrifices for the team. Zlatan Ibrahimovic agreed completely. He praised both Roberto Martinez for having the courage to make the substitution and Ronaldo for accepting it professionally. According to Zlatan, winning major tournaments has never been about one individual. It's always been about the collective effort of the entire squad. And in a perfect twist of football fate, the substitute who replaced Ronaldo eventually scored the winning goal. Meanwhile, Croatia may have suffered defeat, but their response afterward earned enormous respect. Despite a heartbreaking late offside decision and multiple controversial moments, Croatian players reacted with remarkable dignity. Rather than surrounding officials or losing control emotionally, they applauded their opponents, congratulated Portugal, and walked off with grace. Thierry Henry admitted that if he had been in that situation during his playing career, he probably would have completely lost his temper. Instead, Croatia showed extraordinary professionalism and sportsmanship. There was also an emotional tribute that transcended football itself. Portugal's players honored the memory of Diogo Jota, whose tragic passing 1 year earlier continues to inspire the national team. Ronaldo and his teammates paid tribute before